Welcome, Little Dragons. This should be the basic Little Dragons class right now. I hope you guys are all doing really good. Today we have me and Mr. Suvorov. They're going to do your class. Should be pretty good. We're going to start off with some break falls to start off with. So follow along. If at any point you want to pause so you can practice yourself, please do so. Please do so. Okay, so we're going to have a seat all the way down, just like this in Seiza. We're going to start with our front break fall first. Remember, with our front break fall, you want to bring your hands up, and you want to look to the side. Either side is fine, but you want to keep your head to the side. You're going to fall forward and catch yourself just like that. Now, back up. Let's try it again. Bring your hands up, look to the side, fall forward, and catch yourself. Make sure your hands are on the ground and your elbows are on the ground, and they hit at the exact same time. Go ahead and pause, and you can go ahead and practice that a little bit. Do about 5 of them. Right? We're going to go on to our back break fall now. So we're going to put our feet out in front of us just like this. We're going to cross our arms. You're going to tuck your chin in nice and tight. Keep that chin in as tight as you possibly can. Then you're going to go backwards, and you're going to hit the ground. Both hands down just like that. Right? Okay, let's try it again. Tuck that chin in. Get your hips up and knees point up to the sky. Try it again. Ichi. Boom. Just like that. Go ahead and do that on your own. Again, do it about 5 times. Now, for the basic Little Dragons, the next thing that we do is the forward roll. So we're going to sit down just like a frog. Okay? Just like that. Awesome. Now you're going to take your hands, put them between your legs so your legs are open. You're going to pick your favorite shoulder. I'm going to pick my right shoulder. I think Mr. Suvorov is probably going to pick his left shoulder. There you go. We're here like that. You're going to take that hand, put it a little bit further out in front. Now, the easiest way to learn how to do this is you're going to take this hand that you're going to roll over, and you're going to put it through here, just like this. There's a hole right here. You want to put your hand through, put your head through, and your shoulder goes down on the ground. Just like that. Good. Let's back it up. Let's try that one more time. All the way down on the ground. Squat down. Hands down like this. Tuck that chin in nice and tight. That shoulder that you want to roll over, put that hand through this hole between your foot and your hand that you have down. So all the way through, put your head through, push off with your feet, and that'll roll you right to where you're supposed to go. Try that 5, 10 times. See if you can practice that a little bit. Remember to pause this so you can work on your things as we do it. Mom, Dad, get down on the ground. Go ahead, have some fun with them as well. Okay? Get the siblings in there, maybe the friend across the street, whatever you'd like to do. There. Let's keep going here because today we are going to be doing our one-step sparring. One-step sparring is known as Ippon Kumite. So we're going to do right leg stepping back only, okay? Right leg only. So right leg steps back, and we can practice that a little bit. Put your hands like this. Grab onto your belt if you're wearing your uniform. You got to pull your foot all the way in and step back just like that. Good, and come back. Do it again. Step straight back like that. All right, let's do it 5 times. Ready? Each. Knee. San. Shi. One more, go. Very good. And back up. If you need to do it a little bit more, please pause it. The next thing we're going to do is our upper block. So hands at your hips, nice and tight. Put it to the shoulder and up above the head. And back down. To the shoulder and up. Now remember, don't stop at the shoulder, but make sure you go through the shoulder. You don't want to do this. That's not a good way to do an upper block. Through the center, through the shoulder, and up, nice and smooth. Good. Try it 5 times on your own. Each. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Well done. Now, you're going to take your right leg, step it back, and the block at the same time. So we're going to work it together now. Step back and 1. Good. And back up. Try it again. 2. Good. Pull that hand all the way back. Get into a nice deep stance. And back up. We'll do one more. 3. Just like that. Good. Now, one-step sparring, there's always a defensive part and then an offensive part. So we're here. Step back and block. 1. Bring the hand down to the hip and rotate through and punch. 2. Make your fighting stances. Nice and deep. Get into a good stance. And back up to your ready stance, your ready position. Let's try it again. Step back and block. 1. Punch. 2. Fighting stance. 3. And stand up. 4. Very good. Parents, if you want to count that out for them, that'd be great. Try to keep it in the same rhythm that we are doing, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Add a ki to that punch now. Add a ki to the punch. 1, ki 2, 3, 4. Up to your ready stance. Okay, and this is how we practice with our basic little dragons. Do it over and over again. Make it fun. Try to hit them on the head a little bit when they're doing that upper block. Our goal here is to try to get them to have good timing. So parents, if you're here, Mr. Suvorov's going to be my son right now, okay? So he's gonna be a little dragon. He's going to have his hands just like this. I want you to make sure they're stepping back with that right leg. So just take your hand, put it right on top of their head, make sure they step back and block just like that. We're working on that timing, getting underneath. You can start nice and big like this. Good, so the timing is a lot easier. And then eventually you can get more towards like a punch where their timing has to be a little bit better to get underneath the punch. What our goal here is we're trying not to get them, go ahead, stand up, ready, stance, not to get them to block too early. A lot of times they're really quick, and that's great, but blocking early isn't going to block the punch. So sometimes you might see something like this. Oh, that's the problem there. It's a problem. So we want to try to make it so they have good timing and they can get underneath that punch. That's very important. Work on that, you guys. For our second portion of the class, we are doing self-defense. In our basic little dragon class, our self-defense is our wrist grabs. What our main focus here is we're trying to get them out of the wrist grabs as quick as possible, as well as get away from the attacker as quick as possible and get that distance between them. Also, making sure this could be a great opportunity to sit down with your kid and say, hey, you know, what happens after something bad happens where somebody grabs you or you know, something that makes you uncomfortable. What should you make sure happens after the event? And, you know, of course, we want to get them to stress to talk to you about it, that you are an open book and that you are there to listen to them as well. So that's very important. So you can take that opportunity right now to talk to them about that. Super important. So let's get started with those self-defense. We're going to do the wrist grab. He's going to grab me in a straight wrist grab just like this. All right, and let's do the other hand so they can see a little bit better. There you go. Now, the important thing here is we want to try to get out where the weak point is, where the thumb and the finger are. So we're going to try to pull out through there. So I always tell them to grab the hand first, lift the knee to the center, step back, and pull to that hip that you're stepping back with. That's the easiest way to get out of there. Can you do it the other way? Yes, this is the easiest way to do it. Okay? All right, all the way back up. So I always like to try to practice this without a partner first. So let's go ahead and do that. Everybody together, put the hand out, grab your own hand, do the knee, step back, and pull. Good, let's add a ki to that knee now, okay? Grab, knee and ki, pull it all the way back, and back. Again, grab, knee and ki, all the way back. A little faster, a little stronger now here. Let's try it, ready, go. Pull that back strong and powerful. Then, parents, go ahead. Let's do it with our partner. If you want to pause it and practice that a little bit, please do so. Let's get to it with the partner now. So we're here. He grabs me. I grab myself. Knee and all the way back. And then I'm going to grab him. We're going to take turns back and forth like that. Grab, knee, and back. Well done. Good. Now, the second portion of it is, of course, getting out of there. So once they are able to do the technique and they're able to get out of the technique, is not sticking around and asking our attackers what kind of pizza they like. You know, that's not. We have to get out of there as quick as possible. So what I like to do is at the dojo, you guys have seen me do it. I get some space between between the front of the mat and the back of the mat, and I let them run all the way to the back of the mat. You can play that kind of game at home too. Just do it safely. Make sure there's a good spot that they can run to. So let's try it. I'm going to grab Mr. Suvorov. He's going to get out of it, and he's going to run away. So I grab him. He grabs. He knees. He pulls, and then he runs! And good, and he comes all the way back here. So you guys can play around with that a little bit. Play around at home and make sure you stay safe. Don't run into anything or have any obstacles that they're gonna hurt themselves on. Next one we're gonna do, and final one that we're gonna do today, is our double wrist grab. So this one's even easier. Let's do it without a partner first. Hands out in front just like this so they're grabbing both wrists. Go ahead and lift your knees straight up this way. Put the foot all the way back. I always like to stress to try to get them to lift that knee up and use that same knee that they lift up with to put behind them into a solid stance. If they're not in a stance in this one, they will fall over. So let's try it again. Lift, hands out, lift the knee, put it behind you. Now we're gonna try to get both hands up like this. Yeah, this also makes it so, if anything else happens, we're ready to go here too. So hands straight up. Try it again. Hands out in front, lift the knee, step back with that same foot, and straight up that way. You want to try to get them to go forcefully up. Try to get that up as strong as possible. All right, practice that on your own a little bit. Now we're going to be doing partners. So now we got two partners. So it's like this. He grabs me, and I'm here. I lift the knee straight up to the center, step that foot back, and all the way up. Let's add a ki to that now. Let me see. I'm here, and I go, straight up this way. Good. Now, I'm going to grab Mr. Suvorov. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's got a good ki. Good. Nice job, Mr. Suvorov. Very good. Very good. Okay. And then, of course, you can do the same thing that we did with the other one where they can run away. So practice that first, and then we'll do the run away. So here we go. We're here. I'm going to run away this time. I lift my knee. Lift up and run. Just like that. All right, Mr. Suvorov, your turn. Let's see it. Nicely done. Very good. And all the way back. Okay, so the game this week is definitely Sensei Says. So parents, go ahead, please play Sensei Says with your kids, their siblings, and anybody else that's with you watching these. Again, we are trying to encourage you guys to do this as a family. Get together and make these videos something that you guys are going to be doing going forward until we get open, okay? So I hope you guys are all staying safe and practicing hard. We are going to be asking for some videos from you guys soon for strike testing. We want to get everybody strike tested appropriately the way they're supposed to. And in order to do that, we got to see what you guys are able to do. So I'm excited. Mr. Suvorov, you excited? Hey, see, he's excited too. And hope you guys have a good day. Bye. Skip. Ray.